Attention A1 Trading Show fans. If you're looking to get funded, we've got a solution for you. Our partnered prop firm FX2 Funding helps traders get access to up to $200,000 in trading capital. FX2 Funding is not your average prop firm. We've chosen them as our partner because of their fair examination rules, their professional and available customer service, and they have an outstanding reputation in the prop firm space. Here's a quick look at their evaluation process. First, they don't have a time limit on their evaluations. That means that you can take your time when passing your evaluation. There's no pressure to rush your trading. Second, there is only one phase to pass in their evaluation before getting access to your funded account. Also, their evaluation fees are fairly priced and fully refundable upon passing. Once you're funded, you'll be able to keep up to 85% of your trading profits. Finally, a rule we know swing traders will love, you can hold your positions over the weekend. For a limited time, get 15% off any of their account challenges with promo code A1Trading15. That's 15% off any account challenge with code A1Trading15. If you're ready to get funded, we're dropping a link in the chat right now, and you can also find it in the description down below. So go ahead and get signed up today for 15% off with promo code A1Trading15. Now, back to the show.
All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the A1 Trading Show. Today's lineup, we've got Marco from Marco's Trading Journey. We're going to have Kenzo from Extra Hot Forex. And then finally, we're going to have Gary, the FX big dog himself. Today's going to be a great show. I'm here. I'm ready to go with you guys. I got to learn all I can because we got that trading competition in the office coming up. I don't know anything about trading, so I got to really pay attention now. A little small talk before we start. Funny thing about this mug that got my coffee in this morning. I've had this mug since I was probably 8 years old. I got it at Six Flags, one of the few times I've ever been to Six Flags, and I picked it out myself as a kid, but I didn't notice until I got home that it says "Dad" on the handle there. So I've had a Superman mug since I've been about 8 years old that says "Dad" on it. That's always belonged to me. I didn't buy it for my dad. I was, I guess, selfish in that manner, but I'm not a dad. I'm not to this day. So, but whatever. My hand covers up the letters, so no one knows. Anyway, enough nonsense. Let's bring our first guest in. I'm going to run our intro. I never get to play this anymore. Hey, Marco, how's it going?
Hello. Just setting up the charts. How are you?
I'm doing great. It's good to have you back again. The second time in a week. That never happens. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, I'm excited to have you back again. And guys, if you only watch, well, actually it's Thursday. You're normally on Thursday.
This is my day. This is my day.
Yeah, we got you back on your regular scheduled program here.
Yep.
Yeah, Marco's Trading Journey. I'll be putting his channel in the chat. So you guys, while you're listening to him, if you want to be so kind to just click that link while you're listening, subscribe to his channel. It takes a half second to do. And Marco, I'm just going to let you go.
Yep, sure. Thank you.
All right, have a good one.
Okay, hello guys. So let's get started with the live stream. Here I have my 6 pairs that I'm trading live, but if you have any requests, just put them in the chat. So we will be doing the next 10 minutes. So just around the news, I believe there is some Aussie news. Hello guys. So yeah, any questions, any analysis, just put it in the chat and I will start with my pairs right now. Okay, let me just set up this window. So starting with EU, this pair is descending. What do I mean descending? I see a descending channel right here. Basically, when I see that sort of a channel, I expect the price to go to the upside. So I would not be surprised if this pushes to the upside like this. Again, for now, just being more patient, leaving this one alone. I don't really see nothing much just yet. I need that confirmation that the price will reverse to the upside. EJ is very flat, so Euro, Japanese yen. And by the way, all of my analysis is on the 1 hour chart. That's the only time frame that I look at. Okay, so the requests are coming in. Great, we'll take a look just in a second. EJ is flat, range bound. I'm waiting for a large impulse up or a large impulse down. So just being more patient with this one as well. Then we have the Aussie and the US dollar, and I am actually in a short trade from here. 13 pip stop loss, and it's currently running at around 7.6%, and I'm locked in, so my stop loss is now 2 pips above this candle, so around 6.4% locked in. I did risk 1% on this trade. I risk 1% on every single trade. So yeah, currently running in a nice short trade. On Tuesday, I actually said that I was looking to sell at this point. So this was a running candle on my Tuesday recap, and I got fortunate that actually I got an entry and it turned out to be a really nice winning trade. Okay, right now what am I seeing on the Aussie and the US dollar? A bit of a slowdown. So price is definitely slowing down on the bottom. Breaking and retracing, candles are getting smaller, buyers are stepping in. So if I take a look at these blue candles, they're getting bigger and bigger. So I expect this to reverse. I don't think this move has much more steam left, and I would look for this to descend a bit more, and then I would look for that reversal, and I would look to buy somewhere in these legs to go long. So Aussie US dollar, very, very high probability if it goes to the upside. Again, it can also go down. If it pushes down, I will look to scale into my position and get a bit more sell orders in. So that's it for AU. AJ, moving down, am I currently looking for a trade? So it is definitely trending down, I would say, in these legs. Definitely big red candles. But at the bottom of this move, I'm seeing a bit of a shift in momentum. So at this point, I was definitely looking to sell. But then we got this blue candle, which kind of signaled to me that the buyers have stepped in. So yeah, I don't like the blue candle. AJ, I would like to see more momentum down, then I would look to sell. So I would like to see the trend continue to the downside. I think someone requested the pound, so I am live trading the pound. Ojo, yeah, what's your analysis on the pound? Why does this guy talk like Ronaldo? I'm not sure. Maybe we have a similar voice. Okay, so for the pound, moving down, I'm seeing some strong momentum to the downside. 4 consecutive red candles. Bit of buyers stepping in right here. So definitely a bit of a momentum shifting, but then we continue to the downside. Again, how did the move end? That's very important to see. We started leaving large wicks. So that's a warning sign. I don't like it, especially on the pound where I need to see some large, strong momentum. So I don't like the huge wick. What would I do now? I would wait and see if the price will continue to the downside a bit more. Then I would look to sell either on a flag or on a break and a retest. But right now I'm being more patient with the pound. So this pair is not on my watch list. I want to see it move down a bit more. Last one that I trade live is the New Zealand Japanese yen. It has been, so we got this ascending on the top, and it has reversed to the downside. We got some big red candles, but now again, see, it's kind of slowing down. So the red candles are getting smaller. Blue candles, buyers are stepping in. Blue candles are getting bigger. Lows are being broken, and then we retrace. So not too much sellers left in this move. I expect this to actually reverse back up. So I expect something like this to happen, and then I would be looking to buy on these legs right here. So just a note, tomorrow is NFP, I believe. NFP I don't trade. So I don't trade NFP because it usually has very volatile moves, unsustained moves, very problematic stuff. And I just stay out. 8 a.m. London time, I stop trading on an NFP Friday. Okay, requests. Let's see the requests. Gold. Everyone wants to see gold. So I know there are a lot of gold traders. Personally, I don't trade it. Gold, my strategy does not work on gold, but I can give you my analysis as a technical trader. On the 1 hour chart, it's kind of struggling to go down. So if you take a look at these major lows, they're being broken, but not with much force, right? So what you want to see preferably, if you're a trend trader as I am, you want to see something like this. You want to see the lows being broken with some strong bearish momentum. See, This is the major low. Broken, we continue. Broken, continue a bit. Broken, we continue again with some strong bearish candles. And if you take a look at the most recent price action, the major lows, we are struggling to break them. We break, retrace, break, this one, retrace, break, this one, retrace. So I expect a reversal. That's what usually happens. That's what happens in my backtesting. We usually get something like this. Price usually reverses in the opposite direction after a descending channel. So I expect gold to go up, actually. Okay, so that's gold done. Let's see. Euro Aussie, sure. Euro Aussie. FXCM, that's the data I use. This one looks good. I mean, it's moving up. Bit of a slowdown on the top. Blue candles are getting smaller, right? Compared to this, blue candles are getting smaller. Momentum is dying out a bit. Major highs are being broken, and then we retrace. So not much steam left. I would actually expect this to reverse, which is not a bad sign. If you get a nice downtrend, I would be looking to sell somewhere in these legs. So yeah, I like it. I like this formation. I'm not trading this pair live, but I like the current formation. Okay. Let me see. Let's do GBP AUD. That one is always interesting to me. Kind of flat on the top. So again, kind of struggling to go up, breaking the highs, retracing, also seeing a bit of an indication of selling pressure. So I would expect this pair to reverse to the downside, that we get something like this to sell, but not really clean. More flat, more range bound right here on the top. Okay, let's do US 100. That's also interesting as well. Usually US 100 has some really, really strong trends. So let's take a look. Yeah, trending down. I like this price action. This is what I like to see to be a seller in this market, okay? So why do I like it? Well, look at this leg. Look at this leg as well. And this leg. All of these legs have big bearish red candles. Look at how the major lows are being broken. So this pair, or this US 100 is very interesting. Look at how the major lows are being broken. We break the low, continue. Break the low, momentum. Break the low, momentum as well. So I would be looking to sell on a nice pullback or on a nice break and a retest. Okay, gold is dropping hard. I think it is. Yes. Afternoon Nirvana. Okay, let's do US 30 as well and cover that one. Moving down, but not as good as US 100. Breaking the lows, kind of struggling to break the major lows. Sure, we will take a look at, let's say, EU in a couple of seconds. I know that news is coming out, so we will definitely go through the news. And then I will switch the segment to another trader. So yeah, struggling to break these lows, not as good as US 100. US 500, let's see that one as well. This one I like. I like it, major bearish momentum right now. So definitely looking very good with this bearish momentum, and I would be a seller in this market. Okay, so one more pair before we'll take a look at the news. Let's do GBP CHF. Going down right now, again, very flat right here on the top, very, very flat, but currently showing us some nice bearish momentum right here. Let's see if this bearish momentum will actually continue. Okay, so let's take a look at the news. I think it's in around 19 seconds. So it's, I believe, dollar news. So let me just check. Forex Factory. So yeah, I think it's some sort of, yeah, it's dollar news. Okay, let's see. And it should have been The news should have been out. And yeah, some volatile candles, but nothing much yet. So let's now switch the segment to the next trader. That would be it for me. Hope you guys enjoyed and see you guys in the next week, most likely.
All right. Thanks, Marco. Thanks for that.
Sure.
I'm glad you covered the news. That was awesome.
Sure. Yeah,
and,
not a big reaction for now, at least. Not like
Right.
NFT. So we will see in the next 15 minutes what happens.
Tomorrow's gonna be a little wild. So everybody, please be safe out there. We always see some horror stories in the chat when that's happening. So
yeah, I would not trade an
seeing
NFT.
that.
Definitely. Yeah.
All right. Well, we're going to play a quick ad. Marco, thanks for coming on. Guys, be sure to go subscribe Marco's Trading Journey. And Marco, I guess we'll see you next week.
Sure. See you next week. Thank you. Goodbye.
All right.
Attention A1 Trading Show fans. If you're interested in getting free access to the EDGEFINDER or our premium trade alerts, listen up. For a limited time, our show's partnered broker 8cap is giving out free access to our products when you sign up for a new trading account with them. If you already have a broker, you may want to consider switching to 8cap because of their low trading costs, a wide range of trading assets, and their amazing customer support. If you'd like to get access to our software and Discord server for free, click the link being dropped in the chat right now and ask one of our team members for more information. Don't miss your chance for free products and an award-winning broker. Now back to the A1 Trading Show.
All right, guys, and we're back with Kenzo, Extra Hot Forex. Kenzo, how you doing?
Great, thanks, and you, man.
I'm doing great. It's good to have you back. I know you're going to be back Friday as well, so we got you. We got you booked this week.
Yes, that's great. That's great.
Well, I won't take up any more of your time. I'm just going to let you go. It's your show now, so have a good one.
Okay, that's great, man. Let me see what I can do. So, good day. I hope everyone is doing great. Let's see what's really happening. We just saw that the data just came in. Actually, it's unemployment claims or jobless claims. Let me just open my calendar. Maybe you will see that. So that's why we don't really see any crazy moves. So I will start actually with NAS100 and see what's really happening. So I just want to show you the economic news that we saw. I hope you see this clearly. Let's see. Calendar of past 2. Okay. So US initial jobless claims forecast or estimates, it was 227, and now it's just the same. That's why we don't really see any crazy push. So yeah, we can just go back on the trading. We don't really have much. Let me see if maybe later on we have something. Around 4 we have PMI. That might actually move the market a little bit, but not that much. So for now, we don't really have enough economic news that we can consider. But on NASDAQ, it's a different story because we know very well that later on, once the market closes, there is earnings for Apple and Amazon, and that can be aggressive. And again, tomorrow there's also NFP. So the market might react like seriously crazy. It might not respect your structures, and don't be surprised because that's how it is. Everyone is expecting some crazy moves from the fundamentals, whether from earnings and also from NFP. So on our structures here, we can easily see that, yes, we have the market actually breaking out of our support area. You can see that the market was pushing up very nice. I will actually check your comments. The market was pushing up very nice. It was pushing up as an uptrend, but it seems like the market actually is now looking to go down. And we see that the market actually broke all of our supports area, and the diagonal one and horizontal one, they all broken. So which means and now we are looking for what? For a sell. You see, but before we jump on that sell, we also have another structure which we can actually ignore. We have this structure here. It was a very a stronger support, and even though it was a resistance, now can be our support. And if we push the market further, I mean, if we push this support further, you can easily see that actually the market did respect that. If I go on a smaller time frame, you will see that maybe the market did respect that area. You can see that. You can see what I'm talking about. The market respected this area, pushed up. So for us to jump on a sell, it means we have to wait for the market to get below that support area before we can say now we are free to take a sell, because there is enough room for the market to do what? To actually respect that area and start to bounce back to push to the upside. Do you see that? And again, maybe just because we have some economic news, we can also check DXY. How is it performing? This is actually a dollar index, which actually shows us the strength of the dollar. What we see here is the market is very, actually is breaking out. The market is actually breaking out of this zone. This is a very strong resistance. We can see that the market was respecting these levels for quite some time. But now it seems like since yesterday, the market was knocking around this resistance, and it seems like the market is actually out, but not really aggressively. We might see that maybe when the market opens. But for now, it seems like the market is still struggling to push above. But we see that it's actually a very nice breakout. We see. And once this dollar index pushed to the upside, we might start to see the NASDAQ, US status, Euro USD, GBP USD all pushing lower. You see, we saw actually ADP yesterday, ADP non-farm employment actually pushing stronger, and that actually made the dollar get stronger. You see, so what's really happening on the other markets? This is US 30. Let me check your comments very quick, guys. Let me check your comments very quick. Maybe you want me to check something else, but while I'm still opening the comments, I can easily see that yes, on US data also the structure is quite similar on Nasdaq. The market has been actually pushing to the upside, but now the market is now trying to push the lower side. But on this one, I think it's much better. I see that the market was pushing up very nice. We have very easy to identify support there, but the market just broke out. And down here, we actually had a sell pending order, and the market just bounced back. So our pending order is still there. It's not triggered yet. But if it does, it means that maybe the market will try its best to reach these levels around 34,600, maybe before pushing up. You can see that the market is creating a nice higher high, higher low. Maybe that will happen, but tomorrow I think it's actually the decider. NFP is going to decide what it will actually happen. I can see GBP USD, NASDAQ, USD JPY. Okay, I will also check that. So let's go. Let's check those pairs. Or since they are on the way or on a very, they are actually going to continue. I mean, follow once I'm getting down with gold. I think we can just continue in a row. So what's really happening on gold? I thought maybe the market was going to push aggressively lower to reach this support area, but the news were disappointing. But on a bigger time frame, you can easily see that we have actually a nice support area. So the market is still actually uptrending. Even though the market is not actually pushing aggressively low, we can easily see that the market is still on an uptrend, unless if the market breaks out of this support area. But for now, the market is still actually playing games around that. So let's go closer and see what's really happening. Once we go closer, we can easily see that even here we actually had a counter trend line. inside trend. It was a very nice support. Guess what? The market just broke out. We see that the market is now actually trying to push lower. So for now, since I see that the news were not really that bad, I'm just expecting to see the market touching this area around 920 there, 1920, before maybe we see a very nice push to the upside. So I think the market, it will still be bearish, but it's better to wait. I don't actually encourage anyone to trade during or before the news like this, before high impact news. Mostly the market will just create some crazy structures. Then after the news or after high impact news like NFP tomorrow, then the market start to move in a very good direction, which everyone can actually see. So now the market can just create some aggressive structures that we don't actually understand, or the market might not actually even respect our structures. But now we are on Euro USD. What's really happening? We can see that yes, the market was actually pushing to the upside. It was a very nice aggressive bullish momentum, but that changed. We see the market actually breaking out there. I was expecting the market to keep pushing lower, especially when we see that the market actually broke out here. So I was expecting the market maybe to touch this area before also keeping like pushing to the lower side. Why? The market has been actually on a very bullish momentum for quite some time. So maybe now it's time for the market to do what? To start pushing lower as the dollar is getting stronger. So let's go to the next one, which is actually GBP JPY. Let me see. GBP USD. Okay, I see GBP USD JPY. Let me start with that. So USD JPY, let's start on a daily time frame. I just want to see what's really happening here. Okay, I think it's just straightforward on a daily time frame. Yeah, I'll also check EuroCAD. Don't worry, I'll also check EuroCAD. I will check GBP USD also. So let's see. On a bigger time frame, or let's say on a daily time frame, we can easily see that the market is actually going to the upside. I think that can also make sense because since we moved to this area as the market was changing the structure. So I think it's fine. The market is still actually on this bullish momentum. Let me remove that. You can see that. So what we have now is the market is actually touching our support area and pushing to the upside. But where we are, as we are actually on an uptrend, it's difficult for us to say we can buy. We just have to wait for the market to push lower or create a structure that we can rely on. So 4 hours time frame, it will be better for this one, as we already identified our support areas. So let's see. Yeah, I think maybe you can easily see that the market here, it's actually already a high. So it's difficult for anyone to buy where the market is, unless if maybe you want to scalp that sell, but it's still not safe because the market is actually on a bullish momentum or uptrend. It's easier for the market to keep pushing to the upside. So you don't actually have to get in a way where like you don't have to go against the market. You don't have to go against the trend. It's easier for you to lose if you go against the trend, unless if maybe you just scalping, you see. So let me go to the next one. Euro JPY. I think you want GBP USD. Okay, we are on GBP USD. So what's really happening on GBP USD? You can easily see that on GBP USD, we were on a very nice uptrend, and the market was moving very nice, guys. Remember, the market during like few days before we go into like have NFP, maybe interest rates or FOMC, core CPIs, the market will just go up and down. Why? Because people, they taking out their profits. Some they are placing the profits, so it will just mess up the market structures. Mostly the market breaks the supports or the resistance, but after that the market will then go back to the actual move. So now here on GBP USD, we can easily see that yes, the market is actually pushing to the upside. It was pushing to the upside. We had a very nice support. On top of that, the market did create a higher high, then started to actually push the lower side. we saw a breakout, a very aggressive breakout. So I don't know if I did send this signal or something, but we had a sell. I think it was a good area to have. No, we did not send, because we did send the pending order on Euro USD. So the market did push lower a little bit, but I'm still expecting a very nice reversal just for a retest actually before we see another continuation of a sell. But as I repeat, just because there are economic news, NFPs and the other ones, that might be the influence. This might change very quick, especially tomorrow. So it means we have to be extra careful when we trade before the news. This might be the fake moves just to let anyone to sell, then the market tomorrow start to push the upside, something like that. So it's better to wait for the market. It's better to wait for the news actually. EuroCAD, let me check EuroCAD. GJ, USD CAD, let me say EuroCAD. Let's check EuroCAD. I see someone wants EuroCAD. EuroCAD. Okay, we see EuroCAD here. So I see someone, Kenzo, what's your advice for traders who overtrade? Overtrading is actually a matter of discipline. It means that you need to set your rules. And the best thing that I can say, most traders, as traders, including myself, or mostly we don't really like to have rules. We have rules, but it's mental. We don't really want to write something down. So mostly we use mental notes, which is good. But sometimes if you see something maybe on your notepad, if you have something like this, I don't know if maybe you can see something like this. So you write that, and every trade that you take, make sure that it matches your requirement. Are you supposed to open with this lot size? Mostly check the trading plan. No, on a trading plan, you're supposed to open maybe with 0.01. How many positions are you supposed to open? Okay, it's 1. How much are you willing to risk? According to the trading plan, okay, I'm supposed to risk $15. So you're going to actually adjust your lot size according to the risk that you're going to take, which is you're going to lose how much? You're going to risk $15. There, you're going to actually lose something that you know that, okay, I'm prepared to lose this much. But most of us, we do what? We do the opposite. We start with opening multiple positions. You just open 0.50. Then after, once you start to adjust your stop loss, you get surprised because the stop loss is crazy. You can see that, oh, I'm going to lose almost 50%. At the end of the day, you no longer place your stop losses and the market keeps going against you. So if you have set of rules, mostly we have rules which we don't actually follow. Have something that you actually follow every day. But it's useless to have rules that you don't really follow. Most of us, if we followed the rules, mostly we just going to make it. It's simple like that. And following the rules means you have to be disciplined to follow them every day, not only 5 days, every day. It's not really easy. But if you treat this as your own business or as your work, you have no choice. You have to follow that. If you lose, stay out of the market. If you win, stay out of the market. You reduce this thing of overtrading. Overtrading is also the enemy of our accounts. Unfortunately, today I'm just here to analyze, guys, so I don't really have to just take enough time. So on EuroCAD, what's really happening on EuroCAD? We can easily see that, yes, the market is still pushing to the upside. We are not really far from that this support area. Let's go closer. Let's go closer there. Yeah, I think maybe you just missed this one, my brother. You just missed this one. As we can see that the market just moved away from this support area. So for you maybe to continue buying, I think maybe you just have to wait for the market to bounce back before we see another push. Or maybe we can try to go closer. I think I see something. Let's go on 1 hour time frame. I can try maybe to have something like this, something like that. Yeah, I think it still makes sense for us to say this might be a very good trade. I think the market was creating this sort of a resistance. And if the market breaks that, then I think we can actually look for something like a buy, as the market is actually on a bullish momentum. I'm not saying go there buy. You're going to follow your own rules, your entry strategies, and you're going to apply that. Something like that might work. But what I see is the market is not really out of this resistance. So the market might still push lower. But after it breaks out, then you can have maybe a nice buy pending order. So let me see something. I see someone maybe saying that the stream is lagging. Maybe, I don't know, maybe it's on my side. So now let me check something. GJ. Okay, I'll just do GJ and maybe let me see GJ and USDCAD. Then we can just call it a day. So yeah, USDCAD. What's really happening on USDCAD? During the news, for those who don't know, during the news, guys, or before that week, this week, actually the market has been going crazy. The reason behind that, there's people who knows, maybe there's people who knows the results before they can even get out. So which means they are already taking their profits, or they are now buying more, and that will actually change the way the market moves. So now we are on USD-CAD. We know very well that tomorrow we have unemployment change for Canada and also for US, or you can just call that NFP. What's really happening here is the market is actually pushing aggressively to the upside. The dollar has been strong, guys. The dollar has been strong, even though they did downgraded the credit, whatever. Yesterday, I don't really see anything different. The market is just crazily pushing to the upside. What I see here is the market is pushing to the upside, but it's not really clear on my side if I can say we have a solid structure. Oh, okay. What I see is, do you see these areas here? I think they can make sense. So if we connect them, I think we can have something. The market has been pushing up, yes, on a 4-hour time frame. But if we go on a daily time frame, you might find that we were actually on a downtrend, but we were not actually aware. Let me see. I think I see something like that.
Hey Kenzo, I'm sorry to cut you off, but
like that.
I think I want to move the show along just a little bit. We got one more guest who's been patiently waiting in the back end, and I want to make sure he gets his time to talk. So I know 10 minutes flies by, but
sorry, I even forgot my. I forgot the time. Sorry, man. I think it's fine. It's fine. I can just actually call it a day. So thank you very much, man.
Our audience loves you. I think you've become like a crowd favorite. Our view count, Mr. YouTube over here. I have to look at the analytics. Our view count's always really up when you're on.
Thanks, man. I almost forgot, guys. So I apologize for that. Then tomorrow we will meet again. So thank you very much, guys.
Yeah, make sure to go subscribe to Kenzo's channel. I put it in the chat. Extra Hot Forex. He's got a lot of quality content over there, so you guys go make sure to click on that and go check him out. Kenzo, it was good having you.
Thank you very much, man.
All right, and now we're gonna move the show to Mr. Gary, Mr. FX Big Dog. Hey, Gary, thanks for being patient in the back end. It's good to have you back.
It's good to be back. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, not a lot of things happening, but we're going to go ahead and dive into it.
Yeah, I won't waste any more of your time. The show's all yours.
All right. Thank you, Chandler. All right, guys. Good morning, and welcome to a very slow open to the news. We did have the U.S. news come out, as Kenzo went ahead and spoke about. So I'm not going to go back into that again, but we did see that the news did come out. Well, listen, yeah, news came out as expected. I don't really think that we should be paying a lot of attention to monthly data, because we're not gonna. If we're gonna wait for news like the monthly data to be able to trade off, we're really going to be sitting there and waiting for nothing, because it's really the big news, I think, that's going to move the market. All of the small news that's coming out is just really noise in the market, and it helps the market to move in a certain direction very slowly. but it's ultimately the bigger news that turns the market from places of resistance and support. And so as we take a look at the trading opportunities this morning, keep in mind that the market moves in waves, and that's really what we're going to need to pay attention to, right? The market moves in waves. And so when you come into a news event like today, when you look at the unemployment claims and you look at the data, but you don't reflect on what the market's telling you on the chart, you might be a little bit lost. And I'll explain this a little bit more in detail. So here we go. Let's start off with let's go ahead and start off with the dollar index as an example. Now, dollar index is set up here in this is the daily time frame. It's set up here on a downward swing. So which means long term, we're anticipating price is eventually going to go back down further down south. But what's happened right here is when we hit the support level down here, price started working its way back up. Anytime this happens, in most cases, price wants to go ahead and chase after the previous swing high with inside the structure, which means that this is going to be our wave 1 structure right here. And so this was our projected wave 2, but because support held over here, it looks like we're going to move into this upward move to take out this high right here at 13,000. When it does that, then we're going to anticipate that dollar is going to weaken and quite a bit. In fact, we could be seeing dollar selling off all the way back down here. So which means we're expecting a big sell-off on dollar once that happens. Now, could it happen earlier than that? Possibly. But if that would mean the structure has to break loose. And at the moment right now, the structure that we're seeing right now is pretty much, and you'll see right here, is pretty much that we're going to look for a 5-wave structure going up right here to go ahead and take out that high. Now, if I go down to the 1 hour time frame, look what's happened here on the 1 hour time frame. The market has gone ahead and created this wave 1. Then the market pulled back wave 2. We came up to the 1.6 rate. This is my wave 3. And so no matter what news comes out, even the non-farm payroll tomorrow, I'm going to anticipate that dollar's going to be in a short-term dip, right? Short-term dip for a correction move, back down to support, and then turn around and head back up north. Now, where can we anticipate the market to move in this downside move? Well, it's very simple. Markets move in waves, right? And so therefore, if you look at the inside structure of this new, and let me go ahead and do this. This is wave 1. This is wave 2. This is wave 3. And so how did we get here? Well, we got here based on wave structure. And here is the wave structure right here. Here we go. Wave 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So when the market completes the wave 5, what do we anticipate? We anticipate correction. And so the correction move for the dollar is going to move down and take out the lows down here. This is where we anticipate the turning point to be. So this will be our buy zone right here on the dollar. So which means as dollar moves back down here, we'll be then looking for signs of oversold. We'll be looking for bullish candlestick formations. We're looking for something, maybe bullish crowns, anything to indicate that this level has been supported now by price. And so when we see that type of things happening, we can go ahead and react to the market on different currency pairs, specifically a trade against the dollar. Now, we can also see here is another confirmation that we're seeing negative divergence. As price moves up, oscillator moves down, so momentum's down, price is up. That means we have disagreement between price and momentum, and that is a good sign of negative divergence. Another sign that dollar is going to fall, and it's just a matter of time. It doesn't matter what the news, right? The technicals tell us where the destination is going to be, but the news is where it's going to take us to the destination, right? And so we see that the technicals are telling us that the destination for the dollar is bearish down below here. Now, let's go ahead and see if we can support this with currency pairs that are traded in dollar. US dollar CAD. We go to US dollar CAD. If we go to US dollar CAD right here, go to the daily time frame, what are we seeing? Well, we've seen a couple of things here. We've seen that the market has got this larger range right here. Price traded down below here, found support here at 31.47, but now it's gone ahead and rallied back up to where? Well, it's gone back above this resistance, but what it's also done is it's come back to retest that area. There was support, there was resistance, and now we're finding resistance again. So if we close out with any signs of bearish candlestick formation, maybe a spinning top, something like that in today's trading will indicate that maybe, just maybe, if price goes back below that 1.33 level, price is going to continue to work its way back down to 131.47, which means we're probably going to be staying range bound on US dollar Canadian. Now, if we go ahead and take a look at the 1 hour time frame, why would we expect the market to turn around? Well, traders, here we have an inside structure, all right? And if we look over here, we had wave 1. This is the largest structure right here. We had wave 2 down here. And then what happened? Well, before we start thinking about wave 3, let's just take a look at the inside structure. The inside structure here is showing us that we have the market creating a wave 1, 2, 3, 4, and now 5 up here. So which means is if the dollar is going to continue to fall against the Canadian dollar, then that means that where is the target to the downside? Remember, anytime the market completes a 5-way structure, wave 4 is always going to be the target. Now, we could have this area right here supporting the market as well, because normally the 1.618 can be a support level. But because we already confirmed the 3, then yes, the 4th wave here could certainly be that level. So we can anticipate the market to drop back down south, all the way back down to this level, which is right here at around about 32.69. All right. So that means that if price is trading at what, 33.41 right now, 33.50, then we can anticipate a further 90 pip drop on the US dollar CAD. And so looking at this right here, I also see that this 1.618 becomes a very important level. And in order for us to get to our 4th wave low right here, we got to break through there. So as price goes down, this will be our targets, right? As price goes down, we'll be finding this to be our first support level right here. There may be a bounce, a short-term bounce off that to create a next swing low down further down south. And then we'll have this 5-wave structure forming right here. And then we'll start seeing price moving up. All right. So that's what we're anticipating on US dollar CAD. Now, this is all the same on any other currency pair. Everything works based on wave structure, and we can take the larger time frame, look at the natural structure of what the market's telling us, and use that structure to be able to break it down on a lower time frame to establish what the market's really telling us. Because if you want to become a good trader, learn to read the charts. The charts is what's going to tell you what the market really wants to do, because the chart is reflecting what human behavior is doing. And we all know that we are a race that likes to repeat history, and we do it constantly. I mean, just take an example. What we wore when we were young, the clothes we wore when we were young, or the clothes our parents wore when they were young, it's now coming back into fashion, a little bit different, right? And it's like, what? We wore that when we were young, or we had that now it's becoming something in fashion today. So it's those type of things that we can see that history repeats itself. Human behavior forces that on us as we continue to do things over and over and over, same thing over and over and over. All right. And so by looking at the charts, we can read what human behavior is thinking. And that's what really moves the market, right? We move the market. Money moves the market. What moves money? People move money. People have emotions and have certain things that they do that moves the market. And we got to realize that and understand, if you look at wave structure and you look at market cycles, those are the things that we need to pay attention to. So I promised you yesterday that we'll go ahead and find a trade today and actually put it in the live market and show you something that we've been doing, I've been doing for years, and it's produced pretty solid results as long as you stay consistent with it. And so let's go take a look at a trade for a short term, because remember, there's 2 things that you need to have in your tool bag, right? First, number 1, if you like to be a trend trader, no problemo. Be a trend trader. But trend trading is not the only thing that you should be doing. You should have some intraday, what I like to call bread and butter trading. And those bread and butter trades are things that create profits for you on a consistent basis. And I've been trading this market for close to 30 years. And trust me when I tell you that having bread and butter trades really helps and controls your emotions as a swing trader, because the one thing that we become as a swing trader is impatient, because finding a trade every now and then during the week is not as it soothes the hunger, or it fulfills the hunger spot, right, that you're looking for based on everyday gratification. You want to see something every day and profits every day, and that's what we need as human beings. We need instant gratification, and that's what bread and butter trades do for you, and it helps you to be patient as well. So let's go take a look at a couple of trades. So I'm going to go into a few pairs right here. I'm going to take a look at AUSDCAD right here. I was looking for a bounce off the support. It's still stuck here in a range. The one thing I can notice here on the AUSDCAD is that price did go ahead and create this wave structure. We're at the 1.618. So to be honest with you, I would like to see price above that 87.37 level to go ahead and buy above that, because we're probably going to see the market go back up here, and that could give us a short-term profit. But the market's still range bound. Let me see if I can find something a little bit more interesting. And it is on, let's go to New Zealand CAD. Let's go pull out New Zealand CAD right here. Now, New Zealand CAD has also found a good level of support right here as well. And we have resistance here. It's been range bound. Let's find a little bit more trendy pair. What about, we were on US dollar CAD. What about the euro? Take a look at the euro US dollar right here. Again, support down here. Market found support here from that pivot point as well. We're starting to see momentum pushing up. And it's range bound still. We want to break out of that range before we go ahead and do something. Let's see. And as you can see, traders, it's a tough day to trade because the price is just range bound on most of these currency pairs. Let me see if I can pull up. What about, let's see here. What about the CAD Swiss right here? Ooh, the CAD Swiss. I like this. The reason why I like this right here, traders, you can see right here we have a very good support level right here. Price is moving back up to that point. We had a lot of indecision candles here. I'm going to suspect that price is going to move up a little higher. Now the question here is, do I have at least a 20 pip grab? All I'm going to do is I'm chase off the 20 pips on this trade. So if I look over here, I only see 15 before we hit another level of resistance. And those are the type of things I look at and I say, well, price may go up here, but it's going to offer me 15 before the market pulls back again. So I want to look for something that's giving me at least a 25 pip move. If I'm not seeing it, it's pretty much a golfing day for us, all right? Because we're going to move away from that trade. And I know the Kenzo spoke about discipline, right? Discipline is important. Knowing your rules and understanding what your parameters are that you want to go ahead and trade, you need to make sure that you stick to that. A lot of traders go ahead and sacrifice their rules for greed. And that is the worst thing you can do, because greed kills deals, which means traders don't get in because you see there's money there, but you don't quantify what that money is going to offer you. Because if it doesn't offer you what you're chasing after, then you probably don't want to be in that trade. All right. And the market will only give you what the market can offer. It's not going to give you anything more than that. Trust me, I've tried. All right. Let's just take a look at US dollar CAD. I think this might be the only one. All right. So this is the one right here that I think is going to be probably the most attractive one, because we do see the market moving up right here. And as I mentioned, a couple of things here. We do see that the oscillator, we haven't broken above that 33.65 level on the day. So we are seeing the 15-minute time frame getting a little bit below that resistance there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say that and I'm going to move this down to a 5-minute time frame. And the reason why I'm moving it down to the 5 minutes right here, because I want to see how far the market can pull back. So here we go. And trust me, traders, the market trades with swings. Swings are swings, right? It doesn't matter if it's happening on a lower time frame. It doesn't matter if it's happening on a high time frame. Swings are swings. So this is what I'm seeing right here. I'm seeing this as a larger wave 1. Then we have a wave 2 right here. And then we have an inside wave 1, 2, 3. Price took out the high right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this low as the new downward swing. So I'm going to go ahead and make an adjustment. Adjust this one down here. And I'm going to go ahead and say that if price moves down from this level to that low, we've got 14 pips, but I'm expecting price to move down to the 1.27. That's 22 pips. So the higher I can get in on this trade, the better I'm going to be off, which means that if I look at this right here, this is where I'm expecting price to come back to retest before heading back down south. Now, that is about 5 pips, so it's not too bad. So which means, traders, if I go ahead and sell US dollar CAD right now, where it's at right here, this might be the best I'm going to get before market moves down. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a tool we use in our trading sessions, and I'm going to look for US dollar CAD. There it is there, and I'm going to go ahead and sell US dollar CAD right here, and there we go. I'm in. Now we've got a nice little bearish candle right here, and we're looking for just a 20 pip grab on that. So I'm going to jump in on this. We have a strategy, and the strategy is that if the market wants to go up higher, we are going to cost average in. But as long as I can see that the overall market is still down and that the overall direction that I noticed on the daily time frame sets up a bearish bias, I'm going to stick with this bearish sell-off. Now, traders, if you want to follow these trades with me, inside my YouTube channel in the description, you will see there is a link, a Telegram link. There's 2 Telegram links. You want to go ahead and click on the Telegram link, and once you've gone ahead and done that, all these trades that I've gone ahead and implemented will be going to that Telegram link. In fact, let me see if I can pull it up here. Let's see, trades. This is the one right here. I think I've just gone ahead and posted it right here. All right, there it is. So there you can see right here, we've gone ahead and sold US dollar CAD. I sold at 1.3362. So now you can follow along. And if I add any positions to that, or I close any positions to that, you'll know that. So make sure you check it out. There is the Telegram link inside the YouTube channel. Check it out. Follow if you wish. And as we close out that trade, you'll know about that as well. All right, traders, I actually have a hard stop. I've got another session I've got to jump into. So I'm going to go ahead and pass it on back to Chandler. And I want to wish everyone a fantastic day of trading. And we'll see you back again tomorrow. Right, Chandler?
That's right. Yeah, you guys will see Gary back tomorrow. Make sure to go subscribe to Gary's channel. He's got FX Big Dog and Traders Network Club. I guess that's right.
Correct, yes.
All right. I put both of them in the chat, so you guys make sure to go find him. He's got a lot of quality content over there. So, and he's got that Telegram channel, which looks amazing. Gary, it's good to have you back. We'll see you tomorrow.
All right, buddy. Thank you and appreciate it. Always good.
Right.
All right, buddy. Ciao.
See you then. All right, guys. Before we go, I just wanted to mention one quick thing about our Discord channel. If you've been around, you probably know that we have a Discord channel. But for those of you who may be new, we have one. We have a free version, and then we have our VIP version where Trader Nick, you know Nick, he trades all of his, or he puts all of his trades in here. He has where he entered, where he stopped out. He's got why he put his trade in. He's got screenshots about it. He's got 3 different kinds of trades at this point. Frank also shares his trades in here. Ivan, y'all know Ivan FX. He does exclusive webinars at least a few times a week at this point. It's pretty good. We have some trading chats with a whole bunch of people in here who are always talking. There's an off-topic chat, which everybody fools around in there, and it's usually pretty fun. And if you join the free version, this is the kind of stuff you get in the free version. It's still very valuable, and it kind of gives you a taste of what you might get into if you decide to get the VIP version. So I'm going to put a link in the chat, and if you're interested, you can click on that. Modern gameplay. I like to hear what you have to say down there. Here, this is the link to the free version. So if you click on that and then you go to the free version, you like what you see, maybe consider joining our VIP. We've got a monthly plan, and then there's like the gold plan where you just pay it once and you're in for life. Yeah, it's great. Yeah, modern gameplay. I like your take on that. It's not for copying trading. I know a lot of, there are not a lot, but there are every now and then there's a person that will join and be like, hey, wait a minute, I tried to copy this trade and it didn't go for me like it went for Nick. And it's like, well, we tell you up front, don't do it like that. But yeah, there's a ton of people in there who take this trading very seriously. And it's a great place for very serious traders. So if you're thinking about doing this for the long haul, you might consider doing it. There's a lot of people in there that are very like-minded with that kind of thinking. So guys, that'll do it for the stream. Thanks for coming, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Attention A1 Trading Show fans. If you're looking to connect with other traders around the globe, consider joining our Discord community. Inside of the group, you'll be able to join our chat rooms, check out our educational material, our coaching webinars, and more. Within the group, our top traders share their trade alerts, which will send notifications to your phone or desktop whenever we take a trade. Our trade alerts come with entries, exits, and full analysis with every trade shared. This is not a blind copy signal service, but instead offers an educational way of looking over the shoulder of our experienced team. For fans of the show, we're offering major discounts for a limited time. To claim your discount now and join the group, click the link that's just been dropped in the live chat, which will connect you to one of our trained support reps here at A1 Trading. Again, click the link that's just been dropped or find the link in the description of this live stream and you'll be connected with someone right away. Now, back to the A1 Trading Show.